What's up everyone, my name is Mark Martinez, this is my channel, Pop Punk Present and Past. Today I have a cool little unboxing / review planned for you guys. As many of you might know, Knuckle just recently released a new 7-inch. Knuckle is easily one of my favorite bands. So the second they announced they were dropping new music, definitely jumped on that pre-order, got myself the 7-inch, which I'm very excited about. So before we get into the video, I'd like you guys to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this from me. Without further ado, let's unbox this bad boy. Fuck off. There we go. Oh, cardboard and receipt. Ooh, new sticker. They actually just posted these on social media and they were like, hey, come get one at a show. So that's dope that they threw one in. And last but not least, we have the 7-inch or single, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you have the artwork on the front, of course. I don't know, the artwork isn't anything super special, but something I do just enjoy about it, I guess, is the color scheme. Black and white with just hints of pink in there is just visually appealing. On the back, you have track listing and another window picture. Let's rip this open. Not actually rip it open. Please don't rip things open. I still believe without some. So let us slide this puppy out. So of course we have lyrics, calendar days, Indecisive, band, credits. Oh, and then on the other side of this, you just kind of have a collage of them recording. Just kind of them hanging out in the studio. Nothing too crazy. And finally, for the record, so once again, we have a black inner sleeve. Is it just because I'm in the sun? It kind of looks charcoaly, but... And then, finally, for the record... Oh, wow. That is not too shabby. This is, in fact, the half-clear, half-opaque white pink splatter. This variant was limited to 500, sold out decently quickly. I'm kind of a sucker for limited things like this. Of course, we just have Indecisive on one side, calendar days on the other. Nice little package here, but now let's talk about what's really important, the music. So the first song on the release is, of course, Calendar Days. I've been listening to it for about a week now, maybe a week and a half, and really let it grow on me. So these are my thoughts. This is kind of my go-through of the song Calendar Days. So to start off the song, kind of some guitar comes in, has some drown-out vocals, just for a little intro kind of section, and then the whole band comes in for like an actual intro. That part specifically, but the entire song in general, very Knuckle type instrumentals. Really, they're not reforming their sound when it comes to this song. This feels and plays through like a Knuckle track, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever. I am forever and always a sucker for backing vocals, so I definitely noticed the, I guess, extra effort they put towards the backing vocals on this. Specifically in the verses, there seems to be some sort of extra effort put towards by the band to make sure those backing vocals are perfect, to make sure they're harmonized right, to make sure they're fitting in correctly with everything. Their effort does not go unnoticed. As far as the chorus is concerned, I think it is an averagely catchy chorus, if I'm being honest. What really makes it for me is that the vocalists kind of stack their lines throughout most of the chorus. Then at the very end, they decide to trade lines back and forth when they both say through calendar days, through calendar days. Nick and Joe's vocals are really nice in the way that they somehow blend together when they need to and perfectly contrast and polarize each other when they want to do that as well. Some of the vocal style that I've just absolutely fallen in love with quite a bit in the past couple years is the kind of vocal turn to strain vocal turn to scream all in the same like word. They throw that in at the end of the second verse and the end of the bridge, kind of to grow into the chorus, and I just can never get enough of that, even though bands do it all the time now. I think the lead guitar is definitely worth noting on this track. It's nothing too complicated, if I'm being honest. It's just decently clever and fills its space really well. So once the bridge comes in, pretty much everything drops out and you just kind of have some vocals and this reverberating guitar that kind of goes from right channel, left channel, right channel, left channel. Really like the sound of that. And continuing on, the bridge in general kind of just grows and becomes really passionate with like what he's saying. Bridge is phenomenal. To round up this track, as I was saying earlier, Joe and Nick's vocals blend perfectly and contrast perfectly. The band does a really good job of manipulating recording when they want that to happen. And I really think the vocals are the star of the show in this case. Along with that, the mix is great. Most of Knuckle Puck's songs are mixed phenomenally. In reality, they are not reinventing the wheel when it comes to who Knuckle Puck is, like they kind of did for Copacetic. The next track, and the second track, and the last track on this release is the acoustic track entitled Indecisive. This song was released right when they actually announced this 7-inch, so I've had about a month plus to mull over this song. So the song starts out pretty simple. 2 guitar tracks, or maybe 3, I actually can't quite figure it out. Of course, on top of these vocal tracks, just Joe's vocals, but once again, the backing vocals are to die for. Similar to the first track, not a single vocal moment is kind of left alone to sit there by itself. Everything has some backing vocal going into it or right underneath it, or harmonies or backing vocal coming out after it or something, but the fact that they string together every part and put that effort towards it is phenomenal. The middle section of the song completely changes up the recording, I guess. The mic is recorded significantly farther away. So when they switch that second instrumental part, they kind of drop to that outside track, and you can definitely hear the spaciness of the room. It sounds like it's lower quality, because I guess kind of that's like a worse recording technique. But at the end of the day, the polarization and contrast that it creates with the regular track, and you're like, whoa, like let's just throw it in a room instead of just being right up against it. I think it's effective. I think it's different. It's nice. So at the end of that kind of little open part, piano finds its way into the mix, and during the second verse, you have some electric guitar that finds its way in there. Pretty much by the end of the second verse, you have gone from a simple acoustic track to a full song with plenty of instrumental depth. I think my favorite part of this song is actually the outro. Throw in some simple, nice, quiet, lulling along kind of drums and repeated vocal lines, and it kind of just brings the song to like both a conclusion and leads you out. It's really effective. So there wasn't actually an acoustic track on Copacetic, but this song completely feels like Copacetic gone acoustic, which is a very good thing. Copacetic was a phenomenal album, and this song feels like it could have slid perfectly into the track listing of Copacetic. It's a sick track. Definitely listen to it. I'll have a cover up sometime soon, so check that out. At the end of the day, I mean, it's 2 songs, quick little release for the band, because I know they're actually in the process of recording a full-length album that will hopefully come out at the end of the year. Nothing over the top, amazing, grandiose. 2 really solid songs. I feel awkward rating a 2-song single, but I guess I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I don't think I could ever give a 2-track single much more than an 8, so take that with a grain of sand. Let me know what you guys think of these 2 tracks down below. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you think Knuckle Puck is trash? Are they your favorite band in the world? If you enjoyed this review and want to see more from me, why not drop a like and why not subscribe down below? All support helps. Remember, as always, to do fun things and, of course, to stay beautiful.